Good morning, everybody, here at Darlington in South Carolina. It's me, Aaron, in the booth with Adam, and we are ready for the 2025 FARCA Historical Weekend. It's the third annual FARCA Historical Weekend since we started this thing off a few years ago. And this is the race before we head to the cutoff race in Portland over on the West Coast. Last year's race was dominated by Aaron after Brett Pritchard was on the pole. Aaron led 105 out of 111 laps. Got a little bit more today. 125 is the set race distance. Could we see another new winner? Or are we going to finally see the first repeat winner of the season? Adam, what do you think?
Repeat.
Repeat. Let's see who could possibly get the repeat. And speaking of possibly, check out who is on pole. It's Jay Langelier out of Reckless Racing in the number 9 machine, driving his brother's car. He starts alongside Justin Osborne. By the way, he's got a Mark Martin throwback on that number 9, and Osborne is throwing it back to
Ben
Jimmy
Thomas
Johnson.
throwback. It is a Ben Thomas throwback.
That's a Mark Martin.
Ben Thomas's FARCA debut livery. It is a Ben Thomas throwback. It's a FARCA throwback.
Okay. And then he starts next to Jimmy Johnson's Spring is Calling car that is going to be driven by Justin Osborne. I think that's his second front row start of the season.
In row number 2 sees Joseph Ernesto in a Casey Kane 2006 throwback. And then he starts the inside of Brandon Crasta, who is in a throwback to Brandon Crasta.
Yet another Benjamin Thomas throwback there with the number 17 of Zach McAdoo to round out your top 5. Starts next to Makoto Kino in the 33.
And in the next row, we have Jeffrey Cannon in the Mobile One Toyota, throwback to Jeremy Mayfield 2002. Starts the inside of the 15 car. That is Quinn Izzo, who drives the 15 car. Super Lube on the 15 car with throwback to Bud Moore from a long time ago.
And also Lizzie Wesley right behind them in the Boeing number 36 starts next to Tom Jones, throwing it back to one of Jeff Gordon's DuPont machines. They had a big old vote over every paint scheme he wanted to do, and they had to actually re-vote because nobody could decide which car they wanted him to race.
That is the Jeb Gordon Winston 2000 livery. In the next row, starting 11th, that's Adam Douglas in the Hendrick Cars throwback to Danica Patrick in 2016. And he starts to the inside of, that's the 41 car of Andrew Weisbecker. This livery is a throwback. It's a faux back, if you will, to the sponsor Truist, which used to be BB&T Bank. And so this livery, which he's ran all season to his point, but that is a throwback to Clint Boyer.
And starting in the row behind, that is the 06 of Chris Davis with that Kohler Chevrolet, and I believe this is the M&M's Peanut Butter?
Caramel.
Starting to, yet again, another Benjamin Thomas throwback there. That's the number 26 of Noed Patwary.
And the next row, the 51 car of Cody Erickson, not a throwback, just a retro livery. He starts the inside of the 19 at Dylan Young, who's a Darrell Waltrip throwback.
And then the number 39, that's Nick Fountain. He starts to the inside here of Citadino in this number 72, one of the Evernham cars, similar to the Casey Kane. This was driven by, I'm going to blank on this. Or is that also the Casey Kane?
And in the throwback, in the next row, that's the 28 car, Deacon Jones, who's in a throwback to Terry Labonte, Denny Hamlin, Jason Leffler, Bobby Labonte, Mike Bliss. A handful of drivers drove that livery. Starts to the inside of the 78 car, that's Trenton McPherson.
And then Austin Yoakum in that kind of white to red ombre number 4. That is a throwback actually to a monster truck. That is to Scott Hartsock's Gunslinger for the Ignition Speed 4. He starts to the inside of number 56 of David Walsh.
The next row sees the 16 of Danny Quinones, who's in a throwback to Benjamin Thomas from his first FARCA start. Starts to the inside of the 77. That's Samuel Cobb.
And the row behind that is going to be Ryan DeLusso in that number 2 machine. And he's throwing it back here to Ryan Newman in the Stuart Haas Racing days. And he starts
That's
to be...
RCR.
Oh, I thought...
2014 Phoenix Fall.
They look really similar.
moved Kyle Larson to get to knock Jeff Gordon out of the final four.
Brilliant. Starts to the inside of the Ron Hornaday throwback there from Connor in the Ghost number 29. Throwing it back to the KHI 33 from the Truck Series.
Aaron Douglas is in like a Chad Little throwback or something. He starts to the inside of the 87. That is, the driver of the 87. He has a name somewhere. Oh, here it is. It's Arthur Xavier.
Oh, yeah. Oop. The Timmy Weathers in that number 55 Red Bull machine starts to the inside of the Arrival energy drink. That's Andy Bealey in the Rebel Racing 84.
Can't buy it in stores. They start in front of the 27 of Gregory Graziano, the third, who starts the inside of Brad Pritchard in the 44s and an Impact Heatwave Ford Mustang.
And starting in the row behind them, that's Jacob McMillan. This is his first throwback car that he has ran, and he's turned it back to his very first FARCA car as well. That is back to his Lennar Homes 03, when he first raced for this race team many years ago. Starts to the inside of Mariah Douglas in the Target Ford.
And then Bradley Hughes is in a Carl Edwards throwback. Starts the inside of the 75 of Josh Lockhart, who's in an Elliott Sadler throwback.
The sad.
Patrick Carbonier, I meant to say.
Number 25, Justin Franklin starts to the inside of Marissa Miranda and her number 32 for Fox Racing.
And then they have the number 8 car. That is the 8 car driver, Travis Dawson.
Yes.
Who starts the inside of Dylan Touchton in the Line X Obsession machine.
And then Caitlin Muir is in the number 92 machine, starting in the 41st position. She is throwing it back to Joy Logano's first Cup start with the inversed Home Depot scheme, with the Tillamook stuff all rebranded in it. Car looks great. Starts to the inside of Kenny Bombera, who will be also racing in one of the Target Fords.
And Elias Nassar is the last car in the field. The 38 and the 5 are just around for parade laps. They will go inside.
Crazy thing, too, about Dakota Cottle. This is the second year in a row he will fail to qualify for the Darlington Historical Weekend.
It's time for us to get racing. We need to tell Robbery Kreider and Dakota Cottle to go in the pits.
That they are.
This is their punishment for failing to qualify.
And we got some footage from earlier that we are going to be showing you guys.
Footage?
It
sounds embarrassing.
Footage. And that is because for this race, we're going to be unveiling what it's going to look like for our chase drivers once they start up in Indianapolis in a couple weeks' time. Oh, whatever.
Wow, you're so cool. You made the chase. Wow.
And Otto said footage for free. And here it is. So for the 10th anniversary, we will have a chrome blue spoiler, valence, and we will have the wraparound banner like we did in 2019, bringing that back again, and it will also be in the matching chrome blue. And instead of the black ends, they will get the white ends with the FARCA 10 logo. And that will be the car that we will have for all of our chasers, all 14 of them. We don't do no elimination. We don't need no elimination.
Education.
Alright, looks like both of those drivers have entered onto pit road. So that means they're going to be given the 2 to go signal. And then we can get this race underway.
Let's go see more.
Those of you guys watching, if you could put on that new 1440p stream quality and let me know if there is any hiccups throughout the stream, I would appreciate that.
Stream quality.
You are the stream quality. Don't even.
I am here for Restart Zone. I really love the Restart Zone that just says Restart Zone.
Oh, we gotta get that sponsored. We gotta figure out what we're gonna sponsor that with. Oh, the Kreider is still making his way through, apparently.
He's just letting them know that he could be racing right now.
He's so
This is gonna be the
fast, he's
first time
faster than
he's
Mo
about to
pace
lead.
laps.
He's about to
No,
lead
no.
Rob Kreider to the
He's led.
lead.
He's led before. He's led before.
Inside.
I don't want to
Clear.
hear it. Clear.
Robbery Kreider has led 3 laps. Congratulations.
Look at him go.
There he goes. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. There he goes. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go inside the mind of the Jay Langelier. Boom. Man.
All right. Pace car headed pits. 125 laps.
They won't even try to approach the start zone. They are moving. It's an easy lead for the 9 car. We'll see if he decides to be happy and respectful and give it up. I don't think he's going to. Inside lane doesn't want to move.
Not at all. They struggled on that initial start.
Oh, yes. Thank you for not saying restart. Lap 1 restart. We're racing. Well, if you really think about it, the first start was all the way back in 2015, and every start after that has been a restart.
Oh, yes. We're just continuously resuming one long race.
Yes. Let him go.
Osborne hasn't let the 9 take off on this initial start, though.
He said he doesn't want to. I take a look in the top 10, and all I see is the now at Pat Wary, who I believe he might be the only. No, I think Quinones is actually the only reckless racing car yet to win a race this season. Quinones, who sits 23rd in points, is trying to find a way into the top 14. Our cutoff is currently the 51 car of Tim Salmon. Zach McAdoo sits about 8 points behind in 15th.
It's going to be a tall order for Quinones. He's starting all the way back in the mid-20s and has fallen already to P33 and continues to drop on that inside line. Not the best start for Quinones.
Plenty of race left. They've got a fast car. Of course, everybody has a fast car. I mean, it seems like almost the entire field brought some fresh equipment to this race. But Quinones is thinking that maybe if they can get some strategy, some track position, they are in for a good one. So he's following the 97 through, and the 97 is trying to go 3 wide on his teammate and a car he hardly owns. Thinks better of it, tucks back in line. Yeah, but Quinones, misery loves company, but he's got some good company with him right now in that 28 car. That's your point leader. So, he's going to lose touch with the 28 now, so forget everything I just said. 28 almost hit the wall.
Now, the crucial thing, though, for Mr. Langelier with this shot of getting into the chase, not only would another win give him another 5 bonus points for his starting position, but also because he had the pole, that's an additional bonus point, and that would make him the actual points leader going into Indianapolis ahead of Austin Yoakum. And car in the wall! The 83 has blown a tire. That was an early tire failure for Kenny Bumburrow. That is going to be a caution.
Isn't the 83 Mariah?
Yes.
Bumbura is in the 82 car. So back to Jay Langelier. Langelier's sitting 16th in points. He is about 14 points away from the cutoff line, 14th place. Yeah, it's 14 points.
And there is her car stopped there on the inside with the caution thrown. Let's go back to see what exactly happened. Looks like just coming off the corner.
That was Dick's car.
Contact here is what's going to happen with the 87.
Was it
Right.
not Christopher Davis? It looks
No,
like
there
Davis
wasn't
got a piece
contact.
of
That
this.
tire just blew. And yeah, I believe the '06 was involved as their car came back down, just kind of sideswiped. And then he went back into the wall as well.
They might have missed the setup, put too much camber in that thing, and it blew tire.
That's pretty early for a tire failure. Don't normally see general tire failures. They're very durable compared to some of the others. Driver's is getting out of the way, and she pulls that wrecked race car down to the apron. Unfortunate for the '83 machine.
Yeah.
I had one car come down pit road, and that is the damaged '06. They're just going to go to work on that right front and pull those fenders back out. And this first incident then also eliminates our halfway break. Graziano also brings his Douglas Motorsports car down to pit road.
That man is grouchy. He's asking for a Snickers.
Graziano's back out on track, but they are still working on the number '06 machine. He's going to go a lap down, sitting on pit road here while they're trying to get the work corrected. The '83 has been taken to the garage area. And lights on the pace car out, which means green flag this time around. Most of your top 10 is relatively unchanged. We've just lost Zach McAdoo and Joseph Ernesto. They fell outside the top 10 on that restart. Ernesto struggled on the initial green flag. Didn't have the grip on that inside lane. And his teammate of Cittadino has gone ahead of him, sits inside the top 10. Angelier takes to the restart. Green flag back in the air. We are racing once again here at Darlington.
He clears the 79. 79 got a better restart this time. Corral flew through, wanted to cleanly.
Weisbecker having a really good restart here. He's picked up already a couple positions.
Makoto Kino, who's buried deep in the points, is trying to get another good run out of this race. Of course, she has a win on the season. There goes now Pat Wary for fourth. Makoto Kino is 28th in points, and she is far, far away from the cut line. So the drivers who are chase cognizant wouldn't be too... it wouldn't hurt them too much to just let her go.
Driver who's storming through the field right now is Brett Pritchard on that outside line. He's up almost 19 positions from where he took the initial green flag 13 laps ago. So he's passing more than one car a lap at this rate. Brett's moving in that IRM 44.
Yeah, he is. Down the Budmore 15. You try to go to the inside.
TXS has had a really good turnaround this season.
Yeah, the Quiniza still hasn't had the string of top 10s that we're used to seeing.
He'll get to it. We got another incident. Justin Franklin has brought his car to rest.
Looks like Elias Nassar might have gotten a piece of this one. That's a tough break for the 25 machine. We're going to have to get a caution for this one.
And it looks like Connor Meir also is involved in this incident. Caution is out. The FARCA officials be slacking today. We got that's 2 manuals in a row. All right, so let's see what happened. Elias Nassar is also supposedly involved with this thing.
It looked like it.
Let's see what happened here.
Connor Mears going to go from point leader to not being safe.
Oh,
in the wall hard.
That was
War
brutal.
machine.
Got into the one. The 97 picked up 2 tires off the ground. Then gets rear-ended as well. Many cars just got bunched into this accident. The 92 also spinning here.
Well, what happened to the 25?
I'm not quite sure. Why did he stop? Did he just... Oh, he got sandwiched into the 8 from the 28.
Might have a puncture, but in the radiator.
Man. Connor hit hard. On board with the Ghost Energy Machine. Oh, the Yoakum just checked up right in front of his bumper. And that is what caused everything to happen. Watch this one more time. This time from the view of the 97.
Aaron hiked up on the tire of the one car, and then he just got hit from the back from whoever was behind him. I didn't see who was behind him.
Well, half
Jay Langelier continues to lead. Makoto Kino has made it to second.
Well, hang on.
As
Half
some
the
cars
field
are
has
pitting.
pitted, yes. And we are getting lots of 2 tires and fuel. I think we're
The
starting to see
Toyotas are
some
coming.
general tire concerns.
Now the Toyotas are coming in to be Toyota Figs because they can't make any fuel.
Weathers is out here. He's fine.
Oh, yeah, in last place.
Second to last. Can't even remember it exists.
There's a lot of damage on the rear of the 84 machine. And the front of the 27.
Yeah, 27's got a ton of damage. So this is a 69.
Has already been on pit road to repair damage once this race, and he's already picked up some more.
Dylan Touchin's machine looks like it was doing a nose wheelie. That thing is all smushed in. Sammy Cobb decides to bring his 77 down. It's an interesting call as we're getting the 1 to go signal here for Sammy Cobb to now bring it down. 97
might have a problem.
Still on pit
97's
road.
down on pit road. The 83 car has been downgraded to out of this race, and so has Connor Meir in the 29.
Already 2 DNFs in 18 laps. That DNF for the 29 is going to make him stress in Portland for making the chase. Not what you want with just 2 races left. I think that's what he gets for picking a Ron Hornaday throwback. There we go. Time to go racing again.
There goes that man.
It's that man again. He's leading the race. Makoto Kino may want something out from this. Goes to the outside. Makoto. Huge run. Langelier may have just missed the corner there because he's now under fire from Joseph Ernesto.
I think Makoto Kino just wanted it worse. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like we said before, I mean, Makoto Kino is buried so deep in points that it isn't such a bad thing to just let her go because the race isn't with her. Even though you can get some extra buffer with her between your points rival, but still, if she goes and win this race, it's not going to be any points hardship on anybody because she is
How
sitting 28th in points with the win.
how wild would it be if our only repeat winner of the season was a driver who didn't even make the chase?
Well, I mean, Tier 1 Motorsports had such a really bad start to the season, and it put Makoto in such a big hole. She's missed 2 races. They switched to Chevy, they changed ownership, and they went on to win a race, and they're trying to dig themselves out of a hole, but I think it's just too deep.
Hey, how about this with Joshua Lockhart breaking into the top 5 here, up 32 spots, missed both wrecks to open up the race, and has now gone all the way from 32nd, 36th to 4th.
Yeah, Lockhart brought a new car. This is the best car they've ever had their hands on at Binotto Motorsport, and they think that this might be a good race for them. They've only made 6 starts to the season so far, with 1 top 10 to their credit, but Lockhart is 44th in points with only 46 points to his credit, and so he is pretty much mathematically eliminated with there only being 2 races left to chase.
And on top of that, actually, all of the both the Binotto and Team Motorsport cars, all 3 of them are in the top 10 right now.
Yeah, this is going to be really good for the 72 of the guy with the name.
John Cittadino, who is putting Andy Bewley a lap down here, one of the cars that was involved in the previous accident. The damage here for the cars that stayed out is really showing its toll. Need a clean and fast race car. And speaking of those 3 that were on pit road, including Elisa Sarr, Aaron, and Justin Franklin, they are still on pit road trying to get repairs done. But meanwhile, others like Chris Davis, Rob McPherson, and also Caitlin Muir, they're out on track with their damaged cars laps down.
Yeah, John Cittadino is 29th in points, so he's actually right behind Makoto Kino. So that could be a good race for those 2 drivers, but I don't think that they're going to have enough to be in the conversation as we head to Portland next week.
Yeah, I don't think so
Still
either.
very early in this race. We have about 102 laps to go, coming to 101 laps to go.
The DeWalt Chevy leads another Ernesto about a full second behind in the Dumont Jet 62. And we're starting to see one of the cars come back out, and that's going to be the 97 leaving his pit box after being involved in that lap 15 accident. Now it's funny, he won last year's event and then the year before finished dead last and then involved in another early accident. Maybe it means I'll win next year.
Not very consistent out of the 97 camp.
Issues. Too many of them.
33 car is a throwback to Eric Jones and Matthew Kenseth.
Joderson. This is his track. Maybe the good luck on the paint scheme rubbing off.
Oh, Eric Jones has actually never ran this livery at Darlington.
Well, if he did, he would win.
And neither did Matt Kenseth for that matter, because Matt Kenseth's opportunity to run this paint scheme at this car was replaced, at this track was replaced with a Tide livery.
Well, I don't want to talk about that Tide car.
Tide Pods are a refreshing snack for your dishwasher.
They're delicious and scrumptious.
Do you do your laundry in the dishwasher?
I do them in the bathtub.
Oh, okay, that's about right.
They found me here
39 car?
making a move on the 55. Brett Pritchard may not be in the booth, but he is keeping an eye on the pit strategy for us. And he has mentioned here that one of the drivers who pitted and took 2 tires is about to break into the top 10. And we got a few of them here. One of them already has, and that is Nick Fountain. But Brett is among those that pitted, and so is David Walsh in the 56.
Yeah, well, now Pat Ware also pitted too, and it's trying to pull the 44 is trying to pull the 26 along with him as it goes through the field.
Might be a really good
Which if we get
strategy for
another,
them.
well, if we get another caution, we might see a split, and the rest of the guys might come down.
I don't know how long they can go, but it'll be interesting to see.
Everybody's going to need pit shorter because of all the pace lags we hit, though. I don't know. I don't know if we've gotten all of our accidents out of the way.
I doubt. Lockhart's still the biggest mover. Man, Franklin's still on pit road. It's weird because
Yeah,
it didn't look like that car has a ton of damage, but they're
well, he
taking
might have hit hard in the front of the car.
wild.
David Walsh is in ninth place.
He been moving. One of those that pitted. He took 2 tires. Noah Patway, who took 4. He just made up a couple positions here. Now working on the 55.
He's trying to do the crossover move on Tim Weathers.
He actually passed Brett Pritchard, who took 2 tires. So 4 tires definitely seems to be the strategy. Caution is out. Caution is out. And another Douglas involved in an accident. It's the Danica Patrick paint scheme this time.
All right, well, it was fun talking to you. I'll see you next week.
Oh, good Lord. What happened? Oh, we just missed this.
Oh, way to go.
Because this had to happen right after we had cut to the 26.
All right, Control Alt Delete. All right, you know it's time to go to another race week. All right,
Oof.
I think
Hit the wall so hard the rear axle picked up.
your rear axle.
Yep. Welcome, join me on the pit box for some ice cream.
No, I'm going home.
I'm going. More cars coming down pit road. This time it's Timmy Weathers and Andy Bealey, Brad Hughes, Dylan Touchton,
better
Kenny
pit.
Mabura. Jay Langelier pits from the lead. Or not from the lead, sorry. The Makoto Kino was the lead.
He was in 5th. He's pitted from 5th.
So that means the top 6 are yet to pit, as well as 11th and 12th and 14th will be the last cars that have not pitted yet. Adam hadn't pitted yet, but he is now being taken to the garage area. And we knew this race was going to be survival, but it is ramped up. I actually think that is true. This might be the most DNFs in the race this season, more than the 60-car Daytona race we had. Lights on the pace car are out. And Ernesto will be starting on the outside of the front row of Makoto Kino. And he's got a whole row of all of his cars on the outside here. They are all yet to pit. They are running the strategy out, sticking to their original guns. We'll see what they end up deciding to do. We have 9 cars yet to pit, and it's a split between 4 and 2 tires, with the majority being
split?
4 tires.
Survey says the Casey Kane and Patrick Carpanier cars are about to lead this race.
Survey
All of the
says
team cars are on the outside, by the way.
they're going to go a lap down when they have to pit under green.
You're going to go a lap down.
I'm many laps down.
Oh, Nesta can't get there. Makoto throws the block. Patrick Carpentier is trying to go to the inside of Casey Kane. Can't make it. Elias Sadler follows. Eric Jones still leads.
It's the top 4 throwbacks. Benjamin Thomas is right beside Benjamin Thomas. He just passed Benjamin Thomas.
Well, that's excellent. There's some 4 fresh Mr. Feelgoods on the Ben Thomas machine.
Which one?
I'll let you figure it out.
Nesto trying to go for the race lead here has got to the back bumper of Makoto Kino.
Yeah, he smells blood and glass.
What does that mean? Look who has snuck up on the race start, up to P6. Brett Pritchard. The sudden impact, number 44. That's John Seasock that's moving up. Now, if you're a two-time
Where did
racing...
you see the sock?
Actually, this makes sense. I didn't even plan this, but both Brett Pritchard and John Seasock are two-time racing champions. And finally, the number 25 is exiting pit road after 15 and a half minutes of repairs.
He had to poop.
That was quite the poop. '56 moving around. They were starting to see cars that had pitted start to make their way towards the front. Both Pritchard and Walsh are about to be inside the top 5.
Elliot Sadler.
Little fake out there from the 44. Made him look low, then took it high. Not enough to get alongside of him, though. Ooh, a little contact there between the 72 and the 56.
I really appreciate that the 72 car had McDonald's and they could have pulled the 91 throwback out of it, but they decided to go with the 19. Justin Franklin's going for the lead.
There he goes.
Here he comes. Here he comes. And there he goes. That's going to hurt Ernesto, actually. I really wish Justin Franklin waited a little bit. Patrick Carpentier is actually pulling away from the 56. Maybe the tires have equalized.
It's possible.
A bit strange behavior.
It's been tons of passing back here, though, with the changing of the 2 to the 4 tires. Kenny Mambura somehow with that damaged 82 is still on the lead lap and still even in the top 20, but he is being freight trained right now on the inside. The lapped car, Caitlin Meir, and then Jacob McMillan all going by. Brad Hughes passes to enter into the top 20. And puts both of the Tom Brad development cars into the top 20. His teammate Tom Jones up here in 13th. And team owner as well.
Tom Jones looking to the inside. There's a big gap in front of the 32. Taking taking them to Gapplebee's.
Marissa's having another quiet and good day. About to get hounded, though, by two of the Reckless Racing Fords. It's Jay Langelier and Noah Patwary.
The Benjamin Thomas machines are racing each other.
Benjamin Thomas and Benjamin Thomas.
I don't know what position this is for. Oh, this is a little bit deep in the field.
Yeah, this is for 23rd. And there's a 111 chance of winning the streets.
Well, it's better than having a 9 out of 11 chance. Oh, the 4 car just parked it in the middle of the corner.
Now, there's not a lot of grip on the inside. If you get stuck down there, you can lose a lot of positions quickly. Tom Jones trying to get into the top 10 here, battling with Tim Salmon and Noah Patwary. He was up there for a second. Now he's going to lose all of the positions he just made up.
He's going to go over the big stuff.
Contact there with the lap car, Caitlin Muir. I think this race is finally mellowed out.
This is what you call a Reese's fast break.
True ARCA fashion. 6 to 9 more laps till the next caution. That's a nice stat. Cobb's actually moving up pretty quickly. The tires don't seem to be doing too much. There still is a bunch of cars that haven't yet to pit. Highest car on 2 tires is in 3rd. Highest car on 4 tires is in 7th. Still the most position gains goes to Joshua Lockhart, who's been currently just got passed by Brett Pritchard for the 5th spot. Got a little loose there off the corner too. That's going to let Langelier make a move on the number 75. Lockhart says no and shoves him down. Helps the teammate Acidino go on by as well.
Quinesius passed a couple cars to make it into the top 10.
All right, so drivers that are currently up in our top 10 that have yet to win a race this season. I don't even know where Ernesto is in points. Let's see.
He's 29th or so.
Yep, he hasn't won a race.
He's 33rd.
Yeah, he is pretty down in the points. He's had a very up and down season.
Arthur Saber's right ahead of him in 32nd.
He currently sits fourth. I'm pretty sure does have a win. Walsh does as well. We already talked about Keno. Lockhart hasn't. 44th in points. I thought Citadino was the highest in that team. Yeah, he is 29th in points without a win. Langelier might be sneaking into the chase here with the results he's had lately. Quinn hasn't had a win yet this season. Noed's got one. Pretty mixed. Almost to the halfway point. No caution because of all the ones that we've had earlier. We will stay rolling past it. First time in a while. But we should be seeing the cars that haven't pitted yet pit soon. That would be Makoto Kino, Joseph Ernesto, Arthur Xavier, Lockhart and Citadino, Tom Jones, Marissa Miranda. Then Deacon Jones and Brandon Crasta will also have to come down. I think they were hoping for a yellow sometime near this point. But it has since mellowed out after those opening 3 cautions. And that would put David Walsh and Brett Pritchard as our leaders, followed by Jay Langelier, Coinizo, Noah Patwery, Sammy Cobb, and Tom Jones would be your new top 7. So strategy games at play. And laps are just being logged. They've gotten really strung out.
Well, in 2 laps, we're going to make it to halfway, so just need to make it beyond that to make your pit stop.
And a lot of those cars that pitted earlier on, they will have to still stop yet again. It is still Makoto Kino out front, has a 1.5 second lead over Joseph Ernesto.
Look at this gaggle of cars.
This is a good dive in the corner there by defending champion Noah Patwery.
No, just maidens. Going to the inside. Cannot make the inside work. And he's got Ben Thomas behind him. Ben Thomas through turns 3 and 4. He's going to try to catch Patrick Carpentier / Scott Riggs. I don't know. Did Riggs drive this car in 06? He might have.
It's definitely possible.
Well, Patrick Carpentier ran this livery, and also after Carpentier did, Elliott Sadler also raced this paint scheme. So could argue there's 2 Elliott Sadler paint schemes in this field, but still, the 91 car did race in 2006. By the way, Benotto, you really could have just ran the McDonald's 91 on that car. Carpentier ran Stanley.
Can confirm Scott Riggs did drive this car.
Patrick Carpentier drove the Valvoline car and the Stanley.
Makoto Kino has given up the lead, as well as Joseph Ernesto has brought his number 62 machine down. These are scheduled stops. They are past the halfway point of the race. They have yet to pit. That puts David Walsh. That means the 2-tire strategy is now leading the race. Then it's followed by Arthur Xavier, and then Brett Pritchard in third, who is he is now the second most positions gained, second to only Joshua Lockhart. He still needs to pit though, so that will change. And the 2 reckless cars behind that are on a 4-tire strategy, Noed and Langelier, have been glued to each other all race long. They pass cars pretty much just like this. They kind of bully them up the corner, let the teammate come in behind. Arthur Xavier has come down to pit road, as well as Lizzie Wesley, Marissa Miranda, and Deacon Jones. Only 1 car left from the initial race start that has not pitted, and that is Joshua Lockhart in the number 75. And he is coming down now. That will complete the pit cycle. This is going to be all of the cars that are going to be on the 1 stop. Everyone else will have to still come back down and make another pit stop. David Walsh is your leader for now, then followed by Brett Pritchard, Jay Langelier, Noah Patway, and Quinn Izzo to wrap out your top 5. Then it's Sammy Cobb and Tom Jones, who is in the 7th spot for TBD. Then it's Tim Salmon, Ryan DeLusso, and Jacob McMillan, and his throwback 12 rounds out your top 10. Huge group of cars right here.
You're a group of cars.
Yeah, I am. On board Scott Hartsock's car that caused one of the bigger wrecks earlier when he checked up into the front of another car. That is the reason why we have 40 cars left in the race and only 32 on the lead lap.
Yeah, these guys with Brescies really want to get the clean air as quick as possible so they can make as much time. Because if we do go green all the way to the end, they are going to want to build a gap. Or else David Walsh is going to run away with it. 3-second lead on Brett Pritchard.
Almost 3 wide out of the corner. That could have been disastrous there. And that's a rarity. That's why, because of Graziano's really damaged 27 car. He's going to be kind of bugging up this outside lane.
The car is rough beans. Looks like Ernesto's going to get smart, go to the inside, and get himself around the 27 car, flapping in the wind.
Yeah, they might black flag the 27 car because that...
I don't think there's a reason to do that. Just let him be, It's the other driver's responsibility to make their way around the lap car, because Greg is being predictable. He's running the same line over and over again. And so these guys just have to move around him.
Nick,
Here's a 39 car coming down to pit road.
this is pit stop
Nick
number
Fountain.
2 for Nick Fountain. He took 4 tires last time. Let's see what he does here on lap 74. More
He
cars coming
said
in. David Walsh from the pit, from the lead.
39 car said that his car was hot beans, the black kind, not even the good kind of black beans. He is very sad in his machine right now. They are going to work on that 39, doing an air pressure adjustment, and they're taking around a wedge out of the car, trying to make that car go faster. It's just not turning too good. Jay Langelier is back in the lead.
As Brett Pritchard led a lap, he brings it down. They already knew that they weren't going to, that they would have to pit again at some point, so why not equalize the strategy and see what will come of it?
Equalizer. I don't know. We saw the other drivers run half the race, and then they pitted. They can do a one-stop strategy if we go to the end on green flag racing. And so it is a rather good idea to just pit here while you can. You get all the time that you can gained on the rest of the field. Pit, stay with them on strategy, go to the end, and just have a straight-out race.
Yep.
But if you're like Langelier, why not take the strategy and try to flip it? You will be so much faster than them at the end of the race. Take less fuel, spend less time on pit road, and just go like hell, see how much you can gain.
It's given us
Tom Jones.
quite a crazy top 10 in the middle of this strategy flip that we're starting to see. Drivers like Langelier, who's been leading this thing, Tom Jones, Brad Hughes, Dylan Touchton, Brad Dawson, all up here in this top 10. Travis Dawson, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Brad Langelier, Brad Jones, Brad Weathers, Brad Young.
Brad Bumbera. And the damaged 82. That's crazy that this car has had speed. He's hung out in the top 15.
He got punched in the nose. Just got popped in the fucking nose right there.
Oh my God.
Here's the 72 car going around the inside. I didn't say that. We're all right.
Almost as unhinged as our old truck broadcast.
Oh, I don't know what that was. Anyway, here's Langelier leading the race, 6 seconds on Thomas Jones. Dylan Young's taking 3rd position over in that Darrell Waltrip throwback. Brad Hughes is now taking 4th from Tim Weathers. Weathers is going to the backwards.
Oh, yes, the backwards.
Yeah, he's going to the backwards, man. He isn't feeling too well over there. There's only 10 cars on the lead lap at the moment.
The caution here would be horrible for the FARCA
want...
officials.
Here is Ben Thomas and Ben Thomas.
Ben Thomas unlaps himself on Ben Thomas.
Inside. And there he goes. That puts Ben Thomas 1 lap down. I think that's the first pass we've seen Ben in the 16 all race.
There comes another Ben, though, behind the 79 of Ben.
I think this Ben machine's going to go to the outside. There's some damage on the nose of the 17.
There's 3 Bens in a row right here. There's a good shot of
man. No, it is not time to throw a bottle. Let this play out. We're going to have a much better finish. We'll have a much better finish if you just let this play out.
Or it'll become a wreck fest again, one or the other. I have to wave around all the cars, though, when that does happen. What the next caution? There's a bunch of cars that need to get waved around. Oh my God.
Well, here's the 79 to the inside. And that is Justin Osborne trying to get his lap back in the Jimmy Johnson Creature Machine.
Creature Machine.
That's what he said. We asked him, "Hey man, what kind of throwback you want to have?" And he said, "I want the Creature."
We almost had a wreck right there. The 15 kind of bounced off the wall into Benjamin Thomas.
Oh, what he said is, "I like the bird car." So he got the bird car.
He did get the bird car.
Ben Thomas 26 machine in front of the 55. Oh man, this 26 also tries to get his lap back.
I did have a different throwback plan to both. It was a decent idea for me and Connor on an 80s car, but the bird overruled. Not upset about it.
Well, he could have said I wanted the Shamu car.
No, I would refuse. I wouldn't have done it.
I would have done it. There he goes. Gets 3-1. That 26 is trying to get his lap back.
Oh, contact. Yoakum is a menace
Oh, yeah.
today. He's channeling the inner Florida native that is Scott Hartsock out of that machine.
Don't move the machine. The 40 car has been downgraded to out. Officially 41st place finish for the Edric Cars machine.
Yet another DNF in the race. I'm fucking ready to praise down. Hell yeah, brother. Look at all those outs. The out, 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 out.
But Kodakino hasn't lapped herself, so now 11 cars on the lead lap.
Daisy, I'm in the middle of a broadcast.
So it's time to fuck it up. I mean, trash.
That's the second F-bomb you've dropped in 10 laps.
We're all right. Everything's all right. We're okay. Everybody forgot it. We're moving on. Here's the Walt machine, the 33 car on the outside of 79 Denso spark plugs Toyota. See him going around turn 3 and 4 right there, man. Oh, he gets gonna do a side draft, and he clears them down the back straightaway. And he gets stuck behind the one car that's kinetic. It's not the right. That's Kinetic Esports, not Kinetic Energy Drink. Here's the 33 car trying to pass it. Gonna have to pass the 79 again once he's done with it. There is a lurking 9 car in the rearview mirror of the 33. Makoto's got to try to make this work. She's moving around the outside of the 1. Here's the 56. This is David Walsh. Man, yeah, David Walsh still on the inside. Can't make it happen. He's still behind the 9. That's Jay Langelier. Remember, Jay Langelier is in the 9 car. Throw back to Ben Thomas. They are brothers. They're 2 turns, 1 and 2. 56 trying to put the bumper to the 9. Can't do it. David Walsh is furious, kicking his feet. He is a short man. Probably can't even reach the pedals. We don't know how he's driving that car. Here's Andy Peely coming to the pit road.
Yeah, this is going to be a caution. She did hit the outside wall. There is debris on the racetrack.
She made it
No,
to the
there's
pit road.
debris on the racetrack.
No, she made it to the pit road. She's
She
under her own
stopped
power.
on the racetrack.
She made it to pits.
She had her car stopped.
They could go retrieve that motor vehicle.
You're a motor vehicle.
You are a motor vehicle. Look at the way you are wearing your shoes.
What?
I see how you have your shoes on right now.
I'm not wearing any shoes. Look at this, though.
This is just a car trying for their best finish possible. Just misjudged it a little bit. This is going to be the easiest hit in the wall we've seen all race. Like,
you're hitting the wall, race.
The safety barrier didn't even budge. It was so soft. It was the softest wall hit we've seen possibly ever. And she comes to a controlled deceleration. And here she comes down the banking. All right. She's going to follow the rules, gets to pit road. Oh, she misses the cone.
She misses the cone, and then she brings the car to a stop on the other side of the racetrack. That's what you get for messing with Senator Ernesto.
I've driven through the 84.
Like we haven't seen that before. Everybody pitted. Except for Makoto Kino, because, you know.
Well, now we're going to wave the whole field around. Yeah. Now is the time, ladies and gentlemen. If you feel like your bladder's full, you know, your gut's talking to you, now would be the time to go to the bathroom.
If your demons are there.
It's time for the party break. Ernesto, I have to say, I love what you've done with the place.
Yeah, you've done a really good job here, Ernesto. I could live here.
Yeah, I mean, these decorations are just fly, bro.
Is this from IKEA?
Like, you know, like this picture right here, I don't know who painted this, but this is like on fleek. Stupid fire. And this TV setup. Like, what is this? Is this an LG? No, it's a Samsung. It says it right there if you just read the damn thing.
This place is magnificent.
Oh, Ernesto, I've seen your basement. What are you doing with that statue of Ronald McDonald?
What is this here for?
Oh, he said it's a paid collab.
It's a paid collab. Do 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 do.
We asked David Walsh why the 56, and he said it was a goal. Ever since he was a kid, that's how tall he wanted to be, but instead he's only 5 foot. He never made his goal. David Walsh is short.
Why is he so short?
We don't know. We asked him and he didn't have an answer. But he did try to pull a sponsor plug, and he recommended opening an account with One Main Financial. We left the building.
I'm about to leave the building.
Oh, are you going to go to the restroom? The
No.
ladies' room? In the men's room? I mean, what?
The family bathroom.
The family room. Look at Justin Osborne. So inspirational.
Generational
What's going
talent.
on here?
Wave arounds. Look at this.
This is like rush hour traffic.
Six days of waves, pretty much. Like 20 cars got waved around.
If you go to ESPN Plus, you can see the Fever playing the Wings. You got to take what the defense gives you. Our pit reporter, who is wishing to remain anonymous, caught up with Connor Meir earlier after Connor Meir was released from the Infield Care Center. They asked Connor how he was, and he said, I wish I had another car to go out there and run into the 4 car.
Oh my god.
Connor Meir walked away and said, oh, they can't get away with it. All of a sudden, Connor's watching women's basketball. Oh, she's heating up. Not even Clark. That is Kelsey Mitchell. Oh, look out. Mitchell's got the ball again. Oh, man, I hate it when we can't finish. There's a 15 car. I don't know what the 15's doing. Oh, that was money. Here's the 97 car. We're so happy that the 97 is now on the racetrack. Here it is. That's the 97. That's Aaron Douglas, ladies and gentlemen. 97, the Schlepp's Toyota. It's a throwback to Chad Little, of course. Aaron won't do any other throwback. This is the only 97 that Aaron is aware of.
Shut the fuck
In Aaron's mind, there is another 97 car that exists.
God damn it. Why am I three
Second.
wide with Brett Fisher?
He's in the middle. He's still 3 wide. He's struggling. Here's the 97. Oh, he lost the 3 wide battle to the 27. Oh, it's a disaster. What are we doing?
I have no clue.
There's a random fever just sitting down on the floor. There's another fever who had a 3-second violation and they didn't call it. Anyway, I don't know why. I'm calling both games.
I'm going both games. Holy
What?
moly, they figured it out. I'm so shocked.
Oh, nice. What are we doing? What's happening? What's going on right now?
They're about to figure it out. Don't worry.
Yes. Makoto Kino leads, by the way. She stayed out. That's not good for Makoto Kino. I think that she's going to be a sitting duck.
Going for track position here.
This is an absolutely ferocious battle right now. It's a boomerang right there. Incredible. Oh. There's something that I dislike more in basketball than the random timeouts. Oh. Well, Aaron, how's your day going?
Yes.
It's incredible. How was your excursion yesterday at the fairgrounds?
Yes. So hot.
Yes, but like, how did it go? Where did you finish?
I actually don't know where I finished.
Oh, of course not.
Hey, look at this. It's a field.
Are we going green?
Oh, yeah, we are. We have like 6
What
rows.
the hell?
Uh huh.
Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah. Green flag's back out in the air. Makoto Kino going for track position. Did not pit. And Langelier
Langelier's gonna-
storms to the lead. No chance for the old tires. Dylan Young trying to go first win. Timmy Weathers trying to play spoiler. I don't think they're gonna wreck again.
Well, Angelier has the lead right now. Oh, the 72 put the bumper at 36.
Oh, I missed it.
That 41 car is many, many, many laps down. Had trouble earlier. Got to pit road safely. Oh, they're getting really close here. The 72 is about to put the bumper to the 36 car again. Some cars were 1 lap down because they were 2 laps down before the caution.
Indeed.
Yeah, like up to 26 had passed the leader, but
And they were taking
drivers
so
fell
long
2
to wave
laps
around,
down.
I didn't do multiple wave arounds.
Well, you shouldn't have done multiple wave rounds because they fell 2 laps down on the track. I mean, it's unfortunate for Walsh and some of these other guys, but... And, of course, Brett Pritchard, very unfortunate for the 44 machine. But that's the way the hammer fell. Jay Langelier with 28 laps to go. Or is it 27? I think it's 27, yeah, because 100 would be 26.
2 drivers have just set their personal best times of the race. Kenny Bumber in the 82, as well as the 4 of Austin Yoakum, who has, after this turnaround of pit stops, has become the highest of the IRM drivers.
Yeah, but he got here through violence.
He did get here through violence. He's going to do it again. Dives to the inside of Kenny Bumber.
Oh, he can't complete the pass.
Lap car 25 there is going to be there on the outside. Yeah, team. All pretty much all the cars that had a pit under green got ruined from that. Every car that pitted from green.
Yeah, I mean, it's really unfortunate for the entire group of guys that are one lap down currently, but it is just, I mean, they were 2 laps down. They were stuck in that big group of cars, and they couldn't catch the 9 because they were stuck in that big group of cars. That's how they remained 2 laps down.
And we are actually going to be getting a debris caution. Caution is out for the bajillionth time tonight. Fifth caution.
It's the 5th.
5 bajillion, same thing.
Um, sure.
It's felt like we've had more cautions than that. At least the amount of
No.
cars that have been in this. I got us. Anesta, do the math right now. How much is a bajillion? I know you have the technology for this. Thank you for your service. Rah. Amazing. Wait for them to catch the back of the field. There we go. Wave rounds commencing. David Walsh, Trenton McPherson, Joseph Ernesto, Quinn Ezo, Brett Pritchard, Joshua Lockhart, Arthur Xavier, Gray Graziano, Andy Bewley, Chris Davis. Oh, nope, Andy Bewley's on pit road. She does not get waved around. All the lappers are pitting. How rude of them. They did not get waved around. Brett Pritchard stayed out. Onesta stayed out. Hurry up and pit, you fools. Four tires was the call for a lot of them. Even a couple of lead lap drivers came down for 4 tires and fuel. All right, there we go. A lot quicker this time. Up front, it is still Jay Langelier, Dylan Young, Timmy Weathers, Travis Dawson, and Makoto Kino. They are all on the same strategy except for Makoto Kino. And we'll get this thing back underway. We'll be restarting with 20 laps to go here at Darlington. Got a few drivers up here looking for their first win, including, and look at that, Noon Racing's Travis Dawson up 35 spots from where he started. Kenny Mambura also sitting right outside the top 5 with that damaged number 82 car. The menace, Austin Yoakum, not too far behind.
Yoakum is barging.
Got 30 cars on the lead lap. 40 cars left in the race. And if it's anything from our first 2 incidents, there's still time for 2 more crashes that could occur in this race. Langelier in the restart zone, quite far from it, leads us back to the green.
Langelier's going to get a good jump. He should be able to hold Dylan Young at bay this time.
Looks like he's able to hold that Western Auto Toyota. He's got a good amount more speed over him. He's kept that car clean all race long.
Dawson and Bombera are really holding up the rest of the field.
Mainly just Bombera back here.
Zachary McAdoo from the top rope.
Hey, Mac Attack. He's bringing Citadino with him.
The field behind is going to have some maneuvering to do.
Now they got a moving chicane that is going around the racetrack with him. This could result in a really bad accident. Brad Hughes makes his way into the top 10. Issue behind the number 81 in the wall. That is Jeff Cannon, who came out of turn number 2. Jeffrey Cannon. Where is this man's vehicular device? I kind of do, though.
And then there's an E, and then there's an O, and then an R, and then a Y. Jeff Yori. Jeff Yori Cannon. Oh, it's involved with Yoakum yet again. Yoakum was in the wall already.
Yeah, he was. And then, oh, man. These two could not escape trouble. What happened to the Yoakum?
Yoakum has taken out 3 MTR or MGR Toyotas.
In fact, he actually got into the back of the 33 of Makoto Kino in a similar fate that he happened to him with another car earlier in the race.
Garma.
Thank you, Fernando Alonso. I like that the one car that Yoakum didn't barge in front of was his teammate or alliance teammate of Elias Nassar. That car is now on pit road getting repairs done. Jeff Cannon, Joseph Ernesto, who was involved with that incident as well, stacked up in the field. Actually, no, he came down for 4 tires.
He's just coming down for some fuel
goods.
Yeah,
he just started. Yeah, just some new fuel goods. That's it. We're going to quickly caution this so we can get some racing going. Cool, it's already down to that. Perfect. Be 1 to go when they cross the stripe for them to get this thing back underway. We'll restart with 13 laps. Dylan Young gets another chance at trying to take the race lead. He's got a really fast car of Nick Fountain right behind him as well. A couple of quick Toyotas. Don't forget Zach McAdoo, who's continued to charge up. And Travis Dawson out of Noon Racing is still in your top 5.
You know how some random races just really feel like an Alex Bowman win?
Is it?
This race feels like a Zach McAdoo win.
I would like to see a Zach McAdoo win, and that would be another first time winner of the season.
Zach has a win
Oh,
earlier at Kern Raceway.
Freddie one Kern. Alex Bowman win incoming.
Yeah, well, sometimes I think that our most Alex Bowman-y driver here in FARCA is Zachary McAdoo.
All right, we got 28 cars on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap is going to be Joseph Ernesto.
Who's fighting with his fists with the 25 car.
Langelier gets an early start that might help him out here with staying ahead of Dylan Young.
He needs to move up. And he does.
Yeah, that's probably been his best restart all night long. We have 32 cars left on the racetrack. Dawson struggling here, nearly 3 wide coming out of the corner. McAdoo moved into 4th. Nick Fountain trying to go for 2nd. 12 to go. 2 Toyotas, 2 Fords. If there's going to be a non-repeat, the only chance at it is going to be Dylan Young.
Langelier has a win at Michigan.
I know, that's why I said the only chance at a non-repeat is Dylan Young.
Nick Fountain doesn't have a win.
He doesn't?
No.
What?
Oh, Nick Fountain has won.
That's
he
what I
won
thought.
last week. I think, yeah, he might have won last week to get himself in the victory lane. Oh, he literally is going to be our most recent winner.
Let's
go back to back.
And Langelier starting to just check out here. This could be a really good chance at Langelier getting some extra points. He is 16th on the outside looking in.
Yeah, he and Zach McAdoo both want to get in. This is going to help them both, I think. But well, it could be straight up racing Ryan DeLusso, Chris Davis, and Sammy Cobb next week at Portland with the finish that they have going for them right now.
Benjamin Thomas making the move on Nick Fountain. Doesn't get it done. A lot of racing further back in the pack. Brad Hughes and Tom Jones both in the top 10. Tom battling hard here with the 55 and the 78, trying to make a move, but then got forced down to the inside. That'll shuffle him back out yet again. And it's seeming like the days of no repeats are going to be coming to a close.
Dylan Young is closing in on Jay Langelier. Oh man, the 12 car is going backwards. is having a relatively okay day going for him. That's a good 3 and 4 for him there. Where is he on track right now? Oh, he's like 21st right now.
So we are on a streak of 18 different winners in a row. And that was since Brad Hughes won Talladega last season that we have had no repeat winners. And Jay Langelier may be bringing that to a close with 4 to go. It was looking like Young was going to close in, and I think that was a last push effort that has now lost him even more time than it had gained him. And speaking of Yoakum as well, bringing that car out just to confirm it's not a DNF. Jeff Cannon's also coming back out in that number 81 machine.
Cannon wants to make sure he finishes ahead of the 4 on track.
Don't forget that if a caution happens within these last 3 laps, we go to scheduled distance only in this series. So when these laps tick down, that is the end of the race. No overtime.
McAdoo is looking on the 39, really wants it. Isn't going to get it done this time. 2 laps to go for Jay Langelier out of Reckless Racing. Carrying the Ben Thomas throwback. This is a livery that it was the first time that we had a repeat winner in a season, and from a rookie, did it at Richmond and then the following race at Daytona. And this time we had Richmond last week, and then we have Darlington this race. It's a good opportunity to bring this livery back. And Ben Thomas's brother will take the white flag in the Fifth Third Bank Ford Mustang.
I'm sure that the first win racing in his brother's seat was emotional, but now doing it again, racing in his brother's car, his paint scheme, is going to make it even more so.
The driver that made it on a 1 1/4 mile, making wild, daring 3-4 wide moves, gets his second win of the season at Darlington Speedway. Jay Langelier for Benjamin Thomas's Reckless Racing is going to win in the FARCA series.
And most importantly, getting this second win, this should be enough points to go above the cutoff with just one more race. If he can hang on at Portland, he might have a chance to bring this car into the championship run. His brother.
It sounds like both Langelier and McAdoo are going to make enough points in this race to get them in over their rivals.
Got to give a big shout out here. 6th place finisher Brad Hughes out of Tom Brad Development. How about that finish for them? They have been working hard to bring this organization up the past couple years. Apart from the race at Kern last season, this is their first on-speed top 10. So how about that? That's also not at a plate track. So great effort out here by Brad Hughes. Best finish of the season.
How about Tom Jones didn't get a top 10, but that is the first top 10 of the season for TBD.
How about Kenny Bambura as well with that damaged number 82 car from the second wreck on lap 18? Managed to hang on and bring that Rebel Racing car, which hasn't been that quick this season, into a top 10 as well. See if we can get these points up live on the website for you guys.
Watch, the track is going to be called Egg Oval.
Knowing iRacing, that's a possibility. But no, it saved successfully. No YAMLs this time. Six cautions for 24 laps, with only 6 different lead changes.
That means that Deacon Jones is still your point leader. Oh, this still says 15 starts.
Oh, I done goofed. I disqualified. I didn't do the I forgot to fail to qualify on the 38 and the 5. All right. Results are up on the website, and it looks like there are no penalties. Once again, teams have been staying clean. And your updated point standings, Deacon Jones is
Deacon,
still your point leader by 14 points.
McAdoo and
And
Jay are both in.
yes, they are.
DeLusso
Jay
and
from
Salmon are out. So is
16th.
Chris Davis.
Langelier goes from 16th to 12th. Zach McAdoo up to 13th. Brendan Krasta is now tied with Tim Salmon on the bubble. Tiebreaker there goes to the fact that Krasta has more top fives than Tim Salmon. And your new leader going into the chase, because he is in by that top 14, will be Jay Langelier over Austin Yoakum. He will have 11 bonus points to start it off because he's got 2 wins in a poll. Yeah, that outside looking in is kind of crazy. Ryan DeLusso is getting so close. Just 1 point. There are 4 positions separated by 10 points from 14th to 17th. And I think pretty much it is only going to be the top 18 that have a chance at trying to get into this show. And for sure, the top 9 and up are locked in. It is possible if Connor DNFs in last place that he could miss it. But pretty much your top 9 is locked into the chase. So that would be Deacon Jones, Andrew Weisbecker, Timmy Weathers, Brett Pritchard, Nick Fountain, Austin Yoakum, Aaron Douglas, Justin Osborne, and Adam Douglas should all be locked into it. Bubble is going to be from Connor Meir, Sammy Cobb, Langelier, McAdoo, Brandon Krasta, Tim Salmon, Ryan DeLusso, Chris Davis, and there's even a chance that Lizzie Wesley, she could win the next race, could make it in as well. Must-win situation for the 36. I think that changed. Nope, it's still Nick Fountain. He has the most laps led of the season still.
Connor Meir is second with just, 13 back? Yeah.
And every single full-time driver besides Marissa Miranda, Travis Dawson, have led laps this season. Just 2 cars left that have not led a lap this season. At least one. Man, Deacon's been crazy. Best average finish of the field.
I think Zach McAdoo's been the feast or famine guy. 7 top 10s.
I mean, that's been kind of his story for pretty much the whole season. He just hasn't been talked about the past maybe couple races or so, but he's been lighting it up in the Pro Series. He's not winning races or being up the points, so he's been a constant threat in the series itself. All right, well, that means next weekend we are going to be heading to Portland International Raceway for the Tillamook Grand Prix of Portland. That will be a 100-mile road course race, and that is going to be the final race before we cut off that top 14 as we've been talking about, and we can begin our championship run. So thank you guys for watching the FARCA Historical Weekend. That was the third of the 3 that we've now done so far. Another fun race in the books, but that's been the craziest race this season in terms of accidents. And it went down to Jay Langelier, who won, led 63 laps, won the race by almost 1.5 seconds. I gotta see which driver was involved in the most amount of stuff incident-wise. Actually, it was given to Elias Nassar and Justin Franklin, and Connor Meir all had 8 incident points. I feel bad for those mechanics. Where's the 4? How much did he give him in total? 6. Look at my man Onesto already on it and added it to fail to qualify. My man, he keeps doing this. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's true. Yes, on this 10th anniversary, we'll have the trophy. Will be unveiled at Indianapolis before the race starts. We'll show you guys what you will be racing for. It is not a cheap one either, but it will be a beautiful piece to celebrate 10 seasons of FARCA. And with that, we'll see you guys next weekend for Portland.